is the Star News Brief. I'm Leah Ubaga.
Details have emerged of a fresh push by Mount Kenya leaders for National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi to succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta as the region's Supremo. The Star has also established that those backing the Speaker are also going flat out to package him as a 2022 presidential candidate. The idea is that the Speaker presents a safe pair of hands to bring the community together. Muturi has been approached by the Njuri Ncheke Council of Elders, the Kiama Kikuyu Council of Elders, the Embu and Bere Cultural Elders, as well as religious leaders. Several MPs, not only from the Speaker's Mount Kenya East backyard, but also from other counties in Central, have joined the push.
Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#.
Political leaders have continued to castigate a High Court ruling on Acting Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu as intrigues emerge on the below-the-surface impact of the pronouncement. The orders by the Meru Court throws the entire judiciary into confusion as pertains the way forward. This is because JSC was planning a series of activities, including recruitment of a new CJ and a judge to the Supreme Court to fill the vacancy left by the retired Judge Jackton Ojwang. Officials aware of the intrigues revealed several parties plan to move to the Court of Appeal today or this week to seek that the orders be set aside by the inter-party hearing. Deputy President William Ruto has said no one has his political debt. He said the only debt he has is that of helping President Uhuru Kenyatta unite and transform Kenya. Ruto said he would not allow Kenya to be taken back to ethnic-based politics that's not only risky but dangerous to the social fabric of the country. He asked leaders to stop being disturbed by the so-called politics of debt. The DP argued that he was engaging in politics not because of the alleged debts but because of his vision to empower ordinary Kenyans. Women at high risk of HIV infection in the country can now use the dapivirine ring as their new choice for HIV prevention. This is after the World Health Organization recommended the use of the ring as an additional prevention choice for women at substantial risk of HIV infection as part of combination prevention approaches. The Global Health Agency had included the DPV-VR on its pre-qualification list of medicines in November last year, following a positive scientific opinion from the European Medicines Agency under Article 58 on the use of DPV-VR for HIV prevention granted in July last year. The ring, once placed in the vagina, slowly releases the antiretroviral medicine dapivirine over a period of 28 days. The Kenya National Union of Teachers has opposed the proposed reintroduction of corporal punishment in schools. Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha last week rooted for a whip to tackle school unrest and arson, but the trade union said caning will result in more conflicts between teachers and learners. Secretary General Wilson Sossion on Saturday said the move would risk the lives of teachers, hence they would not accept it. He said the government would have to deploy police officers in all schools to implement the order if caning is reintroduced.
Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. You can also get more on the Star website.